Yo, my dudes, what's going on? David here, and welcome to another Classic Friday movie reaction. Hopefully, you've been enjoying the series. Hopefully, you've been enjoying the classical movies I've been reacting to. This week's movie, we are diving into The Breakfast Club. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what movies are those all-time favorites. Hey, man, if My Little Pony's a great movie, I want to know about it. Get in the comment section right now and let me know what those movies are. Also, if you want to see more of this content, head on over to Patreon for the full uncut, unedited reactions over there, movies extra early over there as well. But with that being said, you already know what time it is. You already know. I'm buckling both ways. I'm buckling both. Buckle up. Let's ride. I don't know what's wrong with me today. But let's do it. Don't you forget about me.
Is this the first time or the last time we do this?
Last.
Well, get in there and use the time to your advantage.
Mom, we're not supposed to study. We just have to sit there and do nothing.
Well, mister,
What?
you figure out
They
a way
can't
to
even study? Yo, doing it on purpose, man.
You have exactly 8 hours and 54 minutes to think
Heck
about why
no.
you're here, to ponder the error of your ways.
Ugh.
You may not
What is wrong with this guy?
Hey, homeboy, why don't you go close that door? We'll get the prom queen impregnated. Hey,
Yo,
Hey.
man's going over the top.
if I lose my temper, you're totaled, man.
totally.
Totally. You wear tights? No, I don't wear tights. I wear the required uniform. Tights. Shut up.
What are you talking about? He totally moved his seat though. He's gonna get in trouble. Never mind. Vernon don't give a fuck.
Right, that's it. I'm gonna be right outside those doors. The next time I have to come in here, I'm cracking skulls.
Well, I guess you say this a lot, don't you, Vernon? Hey. Yeah, I would be so fucking bored.
If we weren't in school right now, I'd waste you. Can you hear this? You want me to turn it up? Well, I think the cafeteria would be a more suitable place for us to eat lunch in, sir.
Well, I don't care what you think, Andrew.
Why would you even say
Dick?
anything, Andy?
Excuse me, Rich? Is milk made available to us? We're extremely thirsty, sir.
I have a really low tolerance for dehydration.
I've seen her dehydrate, sir. It's pretty gross.
They are all complete opposite kids.
What are we having?
Fuck you, man.
Just your standard
I
lunch, I guess.
will be having standard lunch. You will be having nothing.
Milk? Soup.
Yo, this is why I'm saying Vernon don't give a shit. This dude been making mad noise. Vernon don't give no fucks.
How do you know where Vernon went?
I don't.
Well, then how do you know when he'll be back?
I don't.
I don't. Being bad feels pretty good.
Oh shit! Go go go! Oh no! Oh, he's taking one for the team.
That son of a bitch.
Vernon like, I ain't getting paid enough for this shit. Chasing him.
Three, two,
One.
Bender, what is this? What are you doing here? What is this?
Got two different shoes on?
Out. That's it, Bender. Out. It's over.
Don't you want to hear my excuse?
Out.
Thinking of trying out for a scholarship.
Yo, you locked him in there? Is this even allowed? Oh!
Christ almighty! What in God's name is going on in here? What was that ruckus?
Could you describe the ruckus, sir?
Young man, watch it.
Oh my god.
What is this? What is that? What is that? What is that noise?
Seriously?
There wasn't any noise.
Seriously? Hey, Tony. Ah, jeez.
Chicks cannot hold their smoke. That's what it is.
Yo, they are acting a fool right now. And this, yeah, this dude still don't know.
Mr. Tierney.
Come on, it's easy. It's only one question.
No! I never did it!
Isn't it obvious though, guys?
I never did it either. I'm not a nymphomaniac. I'm a compulsive liar. You are such a bitch.
Do you guys know what I did to get in here? I taped Larry Lester's buns together.
That was you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Well, you know how hairy he is, right? But when they pulled the tape off, most of his hair came off and some skin, too. Andrew, you've got to be number one. I won't tolerate any losers in this family. Your intensity is for shit. Win! 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 Are we gonna be like our parents?
Not me.
That is a question that many ask.
It's unavoidable. It just happens.
No. So on Monday, what happens?
Are we still friends, you mean?
Yeah.
We're friends now, that is.
Yeah.
You want the truth?
Yeah, I want the truth.
I don't think so.
I just want to tell each of you that I wouldn't do that.
To any of you.
I wouldn't, and I will not. Because I think that's real shitty.
Your friends wouldn't mind because they look up to us.
Yo, shut
You're
up,
so
Claire.
conceited, Clint.
Yo, it's crazy.
You're so conceited. I don't understand what? You think I don't understand pressure, Claire? Well, fuck you! Fuck you! Because Mr. Ryan found a gun in the locker.
Why'd you have a gun in your locker?
I tried. When you pull the fucking trunk on, the light's supposed to go on.
Brought it up, man.
I can't have an F.
Oh,
So-
he was legit gonna commit
It was a
suicide.
handgun.
That was a flare gun. Went off in my locker.
Fuck you, Andy.
It's not funny.
Fuck you, Andy.
You want to know what I did to get in here? Nothing.
You just showed
I
up?
didn't have anything better to do.
What the fuck? Okay, DJ Brian. Hey, 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 hey. I had a gut feeling he was into her. Needed a reaction.
Why'd you do that?
So I knew you wouldn't.
Whoa.
Dear Mr. Vernon, we accept the fact that we had to sacrifice a whole Saturday in detention for whatever it was we did wrong. What we found out is that each one of us is a brain and an athlete
And a basket case. A princess.
And a criminal.
Does that answer your question? Sincerely yours, The Breakfast Club.
Alrighty, well, that is The Breakfast Club. Hopefully you enjoyed the reaction. I definitely enjoyed the movie itself. It's definitely one of those movies that make you think a lot. Definitely if you watch it when you're around their age, it would probably hit you more. But even as someone who is no longer that age that went through similar stuff, you know what I mean? So you obviously, you get the story about 5 completely different individuals. And it's a story about how, you know, they gain a friendship through, you know, not only their differences, but their similarities. And they all have similarities. They all have, you know, whether we like to believe it or not, as a student, as a kid, there are a lot of, you know, pressures on us to succeed in life, to do better than, you know, our parents did. And, you know, to a lot of people, it's too much to handle. You know, for most people, it's too much to handle. And obviously we've seen it from, you know, 5 different point of views of, you know, people or, you know, kids in their sense that, you know, just go through everyday pressures from friends, from parents, from teachers. And so, you know, we think we had it easy, we had it good. In some cases, yes, as adults, you know, we did have it easy and good. We weren't held to as many responsibilities as we are now as adults. But to the same sort of degree, there were responsibilities, you know. There are, you know, like I said, those pressures that we go through in school and, you know, with, you know, finding friends and finding yourself. You know, there's a lot that goes on in high school. And so, you know, I've always counted high school as, you know, those important years for me. I'm sure people think differently than me. I think some people, you know, think college is that, or, you know, your 20s or stuff like that. But to me, high school molds you in a sense, or, you know, it shows you a lot about yourself. There's so many things that go on in high school, and whether you know, join the crowd or, you know, do your own thing, I mean, it's always completely up to you. But there's just so much pressures throughout high school that it's crazy. And to just be able to just feel every single one of their emotions, to see them, you know, so upset during that one scene where they were all, you know, crying. It's crazy. It's really crazy. This is a really good movie. I'm shocked I haven't seen it yet because I've always heard such great things about it. Just never got around to it. I know that now there is like a radio podcast set of group that name themselves The Breakfast Club. So there could be the confusion there for younger people who, you know, if you bring up The Breakfast Club, they're probably going to think you're talking about them. But I hope we always, you know, keep this movie alive. And I think this movie will, you know, remain one of the movies to watch, one of those coming of age movies. It's just it's done so well. It's done so, you know, brilliant. There's not really anything I can nitpick and say was wrong about this movie. It's just one of those ideal movies that, you know, although there's nothing crazy going on, you know, like it's not obviously an action film, or it's not, you know, something where death is going on. And no, it's just legit high school peer pressures in high school, you know, differences between, you know, groups of individuals who, if they weren't in detention, would have never, you know, spoken to one another. And it just blows my mind. They did it so well, and they casted it so well because of the fact that like everyone feels very much like their character. Obviously Allison being, you know, that weird sort of, you know, different girl, and then you have the jock and Andy, you have the rebel, the loose cannon and Bender, and you have, you know, the smart one who, you know, can't even get an F in something because he'll hear, like, they'll tear his ass apart, and Brian. And then you have Claire, who to me, she just seems like somebody who has it all. Obviously her parents are wealthy with the BMW they're driving around, and she's wearing diamond earrings and stuff like that. And so it's crazy, you know, pair all 5 of those together in a, you know, detention scenario. And in the beginning, you know, it's as expected, you know, you're not gonna like somebody completely different from you. At least most people don't. They try to, you know, hang around the people that they're most similar to. And I feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm going like way off track here, but wouldn't it be kind of cool if, you know, schools did something like that, where obviously not detention, don't give everyone detention for no reason, but if they paired somebody up with someone completely different from them and then just had them open up, you know, just had them open up and talk. Because it's crazy how many people who are completely different people can get together and find so many similarities about one another. It's insane. And so this movie obviously did what it needed to do for me. It's got me thinking, it's got me reminiscing on the old days, and it's just one of those movies where you're gonna express almost every emotion. You're gonna be happy, you're gonna be laughing, you're gonna be joyful, you're gonna be upset, obviously, because Bender could be a little bit too much at times. You're gonna be saddened, you know, just to see them all talk about their own individual pressures. It's crazy. And so obviously I experienced all those emotions. It was a roller coaster in that sense, but a good roller coaster, you know, one of those roller coasters that when you get off, you're like, that was worth it. Let's go wait in line again. You know what I mean? And so I'd probably give this movie like a 9. I know I've waited to this long to give you guys the rating. So probably most of you aren't even watching to this point. Hopefully you are, but yeah, I'd probably give this movie a 9. I thought, again, that everyone was casted so well. Even Mr. Vernon was casted like one of those teachers that like just doesn't want to be there to begin with, but he has to be there. Obviously, having to deal with a student like Bender would probably give most of us problems and issues. And it's crazy because going into the movie, when they first started out, I sat there and I thought, I was like, Bender is very, you know, over the top. I'm in detention every week anyways. I don't give a fuck. And then I was like, part of me thinks Claire likes that. And like, you know, ideal, like it would have been more ideal or realistic, I guess you can say, if Andy and Claire were together, because obviously Andy and Claire are popular. Andy and Claire are, you know, jock and prep and all that stuff, you know, the stereotype. And like, again, the second I started seeing the way Claire looked at Bender, I was like, she's kind of into this. She's kind of into the bad boy, you know, something that she's not used to. And then Andy, when he kept like asking Allison, you know what, like he wanted to find out more about her. He wanted to talk to her and all that stuff. So I was like, that's crazy, because like obviously they're them being complete opposites, both, you know, couples. I mean, Brian's the oddball out and it kind of sucks, but I'm very curious. I wish they, you know, got into details and at least showed us what Monday would have been like. But regardless, I think this is one of those moments that every single one of those students will take away with them. I'm assuming if they're calling themselves, well, Brian's the one who came up with the Breakfast Club. I'm wondering if, you know, he mentions it to them. But it's crazy. It's really crazy because I'm telling you, we've all been through it. Everyone that's been to high school obviously has been through it, you know, whether you were the, you know, prep looking down on other people, or you were the, you know, not so popular person looking up. You know, it's everyone goes through it. I kind of sort of just flew, I guess, par with the line. I tried to do the least amount, so I wasn't the most popular, obviously, but at the same time I was known, you know, I was well known. I just got along with everyone in school, you know, and so I don't think they really had a character like that in here, but that's totally fine. I mean, I think they could do a movie similar to this, and I'm sure they probably have, but they could do something similar and have it be more, you know, modern, and just go with different, you know what I mean? Go with different personalities instead of like rebel and jock and all that stuff. There's so many different personalities out in this world. There's so many different things they can do with it. And so it's one of those movies, I'm telling you, like, it will always hold up. It will always, you know, it could always be a movie that you can sit down and watch, whether you're, you know, wanting to watch it to, again, reminisce on the good old days, or if you wanted to show, you know, a child of yours when they're of age, to just kind of show them like, yo, everyone has their battles. And so I don't know, it's real cool, man. Like this movie really has me thinking, and it's crazy to just sit there and like really like look back and be like, man, like I can't believe a movie's got me doing this right now. And so, you know, it's crazy, but that is the episode. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Again, put any of those movies that you guys think I should watch down in the comment section below. Head on over to Patreon for the full, uncut, unedited reaction for this movie and many more. And yeah, I'm going to head on out of here. Again, I gave this movie a 9. Hopefully you agree, but if you disagree or agree, let me know in the comment section below as well. I'll catch you guys later. Peace, guys.